Yeah, so this is really good. Alright, people, check out the guide reading. Some of you guys did, and I say that with all due respect, okay? So, how you guys doing? We're back here again at WH2. Now, hello everybody, how are you? Mr. Gut here with another video. Yeah. So, make sure the guys like, guys comment, and subscribe. And, good job, Steelers! Yeah. And so, that's just kind of what it is, people. As I'm spitting all over the place, can you believe that? Yeah. Alright, guys, calm down, calm down. It's me, Tristan. So this is gonna be kind of a update kind of thing. An update, a video update, whatever you call it. I don't even know at this point what I'm even doing with my channel, but I do have to say one thing. So I have been kind of taking a long break from videos. Well, not really a long break, kind of giving some slack between videos, kind of giving some slack. There is just some slack in between videos. And the reason why this is going on with me leaving slack in between videos is because I upload way too frequently. And the problem with me uploading way too frequently is it causes me to not get enough views as I should. You might be thinking, well, Tristan, you should be getting more views because you're making more videos in comparison to other people who make videos less but get less views. Well, that's not been the case for me. Because on my app here that I have, it tells me everything about my channel. Needs to know. My recent 3 Roblox videos I uploaded. Our relative one is almost at 300 views. So once that reaches that 300 view range, we should be able to go up. Now, here's the thing about my Roblox videos is they were kicking off throughout 2021, throughout early 2022. But ever since I started uploading different content, I basically got less views because they were not Roblox oriented. And because those viewers, they're like, well, I'm not going to keep watching this channel because they're not Roblox oriented. Well, this channel is Roblox oriented. It has some other things. I mean, you guys can't expect me to make a channel and put out Roblox content every single day when the majority only watches like maybe like 30 seconds of it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where we're kind of in that situation where, you know, it's like, what do I do with myself and my channel? So here's the thing. We're getting up there to 350 subscribers, which I have been pressing on ever since July or June. It was relatively around that area when I was actually getting up to about, I would think I was at 300 something, and then I was trying to get up to, you know, 300 subscribers, 350 subscribers, because I'm trying to put up short-term goals, so every 50 we go up. So like when we reach 350 subscribers, I'm going to push it up to 400, and then that's going to go from 400 up to 450, and that's going to go from 500, and that's going to go from 550, 600, and then 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900, 950, and then we come up to 1,000. That's the plan. But the question is, can I get to that 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2023? So here's the thing. If I do that, the thing is with these subscribers and everything is we're going at a snail's pace here. My channel was booming back when I was with my cousin. You know, because I was with my cousin around a year ago from here all the way up to spring of this year. And my cousin was in the background, you know, goofing off on his guitar, goofing off on TikTok, goofing off, right? Well, ever since I pretty much migrated away from my cousin, now my content is not really going too good. Now, of course, me and Andrew did make a golf video. That golf video did not go viral, even with Andrew's hole-in-one that he got, which he did in fact get. He did get a hole-in-one. He managed to get a hole-in-one. And he was actually going to be planning on doing these golfing videos regularly. Possibly. And now, you know, with him doing his little kicks, you know, because for you guys don't. So he's doing multiple sports, like he's doing soccer, he's doing golf, he's doing football. He's basically doing a lot of sports. On top of that, everything else he's got going on. So you guys probably will not be seeing him in videos. Now, however, there is the case of gaming. The last time I gamed with Andrew, I believe it was sometime in July. It was relatively around there. It was sometime in July. That was the last time I gamed with them. And it's because, you know, they just haven't really been doing a whole lot, you know, and they got school and things like that. So pretty much it's going to be pretty bare bones, but you know, they got maybe a year or two before they end up having to be completely out of the game for good. Because trust me, when they graduate from high school, they're going to be going to college and all that stuff. They're not going to have time to play video games like I do. And so, you know, and speaking about video games on that topic, I, as well, am becoming less available to play. Because I got stuff that's changing in my lives, you know. I'm going to be working eventually. You know, I'm in the process of getting my driver's license. I'm actually might be getting it next December. Which would be this December. I'm looking to get it this December. And, you know, that's basically what's going on in regards to all that. And, you know, and speaking of, and so let's go on to Now, in regards to the gaming's still going on, but recently, for the past month or so, I've been gaming less because I've just been so busy with leaving and going out running errands and, editing some days and filming videos some days. Some days I'm just too busy to even game. Like, there are even some days I don't even game at all. So realistically, I'm becoming more busier and everything. And so, yeah. So if you guys are interested in my gaming stuff, go and follow my gaming account. It's TA Gaming. It's kind of hard to find. Just look up my first and last name. You probably will find it if you look it up on YouTube. But I'm actually probably going to have to even change that name because that's the first thing that pops up over my actual Tristan20 Stastic name. So, to that end, I also do Twitch. It is The Lone Wanderer. It's all lowercase, The Lone Wanderer. And I believe it's 101. Yeah. I believe it's 101. Let me just double check here. Because I haven't been on Twitch in like... I haven't been on Twitch in like... Wait, okay, hold up. It's not Lone Wanderer 101, it's The Lone Wanderer 111. So, that is my Twitch name. I do need to get some followers on that. I need to get followers on my YouTube name as well. I also need to get followers on everything else like TikTok, all my socials, and of course on this channel as well. So please make sure that you are subscribed to this channel because this channel is going to cover a lot of stuff in regards to Roblox and other things as well. Now, let's talk about the driving. How's that going to affect the channel? Okay, driving. How's that going to affect the channel? So how's it going to affect the channel is, it's going to affect the channel because there's going to be less biking vlogs, obviously. There's going to be less biking vlogs. And here's the thing. If I end up getting a car, I'm not going to be using my bike to travel to and from destinations. Because first of all, it's a hassle. Second of all, it's extremely dangerous. Third of all, it's just not going to work. Because that's my manpower I have to use to go out and, get to a destination, which will probably have to happen at first. But because I'm going to be getting my driver's license, however, I'm going to be getting a car. It's going to be in my name, right? So there's going to be less biking vlogs. The only biking vlogs you guys will see is what's been going on around here. Now, the biking vlogs that I have been doing recently, ever since I moved, that will not be made public because it reveals where I live. And at first I was uploading them, but there was something that happened. Not going to get into details, but basically, a very wise guy in my family said, you cannot put those up on YouTube because they reveal where you live. So they're basically private. Now, will those eventually go public? Eventually. If I end up moving from the place I'm staying at right now, those will go public. Now, I was also thinking about putting up a Patreon account where that would be exclusive to other members that are not specifically the general public on YouTube. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm basically planning on doing, is doing that instead. But eventually when I do move from the place I'm staying at, I will post those Roblox videos because it's not like anybody can find me there now because, I moved. So that's basically what my plan is. But there's, I think, about maybe coming up to about 200 of those biking vlogs that are new that haven't gone up. Now, talking about biking vlogs, I need to get a GoPro. Definitely. I'm gonna put on my wish list this year and see if I can get a GoPro. Because I do need one. Using my phone as my camera, it's not all that practical. It works, it's not all that practical. That's why I want to get a GoPro so that way it films the entire shot. Because if I capture something on camera, it's on the left side coming towards me. So that's basically what it is. Which I have caught some things on camera. But, there were a couple times where somebody would pull out in front of me on the right side and you couldn't even catch it at all. Which has happened in the past, obviously. Now, going on into other things like driving. So I'm going to be looking into getting a dash cam, because the thing about with those dash cams is I'm going to put a dash cam in my mom's car, because as you guys know, I'm still learning how to drive. But yet, there were some things that have happened to me recently that I rather prefer catch on camera. Especially, I'm going to have to get a rear camera in the back as well, because that's where most of the havoc has been, with what's been going on behind me, not what's been going on in the front. That's where the most of the havoc has been. Because here's the thing, in my state where I live, people frickin' tailgate you. They tailgate you. I mean, I get tailgated every single day when I'm on a road that's like 30 miles an hour. Yeah, people want me to go 35 miles an hour, which I can understand. But the problem is, I have a learner's permit. I can't afford to be getting pulled over, because if I get pulled over, they're going to suspend my permit. And I won't be able to get my driver's license now. I'd have to go and take a course and all that hassle. So, yeah, I am going to have to drive the speed limit. I don't care what your motive is. If you want to pass me, there's a double line right there. You can pass me. Do what you got to do. But if you tailgate me, it is on you. I'm not going down the blame. Now, let me tell you a story. So, I was with my brother, my mom, and we were in the car, and I was trying to zip emerge in front of this traffic, right? Well, as I'm trying to get over, I had to push up to about maybe 40, 45 miles an hour to go around this one car. And this person, they were trying to get around me too. So, what I did was they cut in front of me, right? And I cut them off, and they were tailgating me the whole way down the road, right on my butt. They were just tailgating me the whole way there. And I was kind of having a mini panic attack, because this person was legitly tailgating me, and I was going 40 and a 30. I'm like, and they were right up on me. So I just kind of gradually let off, trying to go 35, and they were right behind me the whole entire time. And I told my mom about it, and my mom was like, just brake check them. No, it's not what you do. So they were right behind me, and at first I thought they were gonna, that they were gonna hit me. So they're behind me, and I was afraid that they were gonna hit me. So what I did was I just slowed down, went 35, and they were tailgating me the whole way. Then we come up to the split where you can either go left or right, and I kind of went through and I kind of rolled the red light, turning right, because I didn't know what this person was going to do, because they turned left in the left lane next to me. And I didn't know what they were going to do. I didn't know if they were going to ran at me or whatever, or take a gun at me and shoot me. You don't know what you do. So that's why I kind of went through it, to avoid a confrontation. Yeah, some people might call me a wuss, but this guy, he seemed like he meant business. And here's the thing, these people in these sedans, they literally get up right behind you, and the problem is that you're in a sedan. You cannot see around a larger vehicle that great. if you're like this close to them, like this close. And I'm like, dude, you need to back off, because if I were to come to a sudden stop, you could hit me. And, you know, it's happened many times. One time I was on the road once, and somebody, and it's like I'm going 10 over, they're going 10 over, they're tailgating me, but yet I gotta slow down, but yet they are just right about to hit me. And it's like, what the actual is going on with these people? Why are they doing this? And it's like, why are they doing this? Now, I have driven on the highway a couple times, and my mom's the one that ends up having a panic attack, because she's like, my mom's the one that ends up having the panic attack, because she's just like, you know, telling me to keep calm when she's not calm, when I am calm. And, that's just kind of how it is, and I've been able to go on the highway a couple times and be able to do it. Now I do have to say this. I have made mistakes. There were times where one time somebody blew the horn at me because I here's the thing. It was my mom's birthday night. We just dropped off my brother at his place. We're coming home, and first I'm going like 45 on a 40, and the light all of a sudden turned yellow, and I was back far. So I kind of had to slam on the brakes. Well, this car that was behind me, I think it was like a Hyundai Tucson or whatever, this Karen pulls up behind me, and, she follows me. At some point, I didn't realize that I wasn't accelerating, and I was going like 30 in a 40 mile an hour zone. So I had to speed up, obviously. And then I must have braked before I got into the turning lane, or whatever had happened, and they pulled alongside of me and honked at me. But, it was not but it was out of rage. It wasn't out of giving me a warning, it was out of rage. And I was kind of in this, like, mode. I was trying to honk the horn back, just trying to tap the horn back at them, and I couldn't. So, yeah, that's what I didn't do. But anyway, yeah, I have made significantly mistakes, like I would let off the gas too quick, or, all that type of stuff. But I've gotten better at that. But in the beginning, I was pretty bad. I pretty much drove my mom's car like it was a Corvette, and it kind of felt like it was a Corvette based on the way I was accelerating it. But anyway, like I said, I want to get a dash cam in her car, so that way, if anything does happen, it would be recorded. But yeah, that's, and then I would use that as content for this channel. But yeah, so that's been what's been going on about the driving part. Let's talk about the overall progression of this channel. So guys, I have to admit something to you. It has been a really stressful couple of months for me. And I'm not just saying that it's been stressful. I mean, September was stressful. October was stressful. Very stressful. And then now October's crap spilled over into November's crap. And now it's just been we've been going through a really rough time. And, there's just personal things with people, I guess you can say. I'm not going to really get into details, but, basically, there's been something that's been going on recently, and people are getting mad at the person who is recovering from something that happened to them over the course of months. And people are like basically getting frustrated, and they're becoming impatient, and they're basically dragging the person that's already going through a hard time down further. And my anxiety recently has been through the roof, and I've been stressed out. I've been driven up to a point. And so that's why I haven't really been making a lot of videos. I mean, I've still been doing Roblox videos still, but it's just that my stress levels and everything have been extremely high for the last 2 months. And now that is going to kind of continue into the next year and into February, because, I'm not going to get into details, but there was going to be a video that was going to come out at the end of October, or relatively around that time, maybe like a week ago, from the beginning of November, because there was supposed to be a video that was supposed to come out. But what happened was, something happened after that video was filmed, and there was more footage to that video that I was filming, and I didn't get that footage, first of all. Second of all, there is something that happened after that video was filmed that contained somebody in it that I can't reveal on camera. I can't put that person on YouTube because of, let's per se, legal matters. So that video likely will not come out until after February. Maybe even way be after February. It may never come out. And so, yeah, so that video is going to be, it's going to be that video may or may not come out, but it was Halloween oriented. It was a Halloween parade video where I showed all like the people coming by and the trucks and stuff like that. But because, when you got people around you who are gossiping about their personal business, that's kind of hard to film. Plus, with all the personal stuff that's being out there, it's like, guys, seriously, I'm trying to film. If you want to gossip, go someplace else and gossip. Don't do it while I'm trying to film this video. And so I was trying to film the parade, but it just didn't really work out. I mean, it worked out. I was able to get most of everything on camera, but some of the audio clips had to be muted, and the video clips had to be adjusted so that way this person cannot be seen on camera. Now their voice can be heard on camera at certain times, but it's still a big work in progress. I don't know if that video is even going to be able to be released to you guys because of this legal stuff that's going on. And it's because that legal stuff that's going on, that is contributing and why I'm not able to release the video and why my stress level is so high. So, yeah. So basically what's going to be happening is that video will likely be going out sometime in 2023, if we're even lucky. But yeah, so that video will be coming out 2023. But yeah, so that's part of the reason why I have been going through a hard time recently because of that. And unfortunately, the whole drama beyond that is probably going to continue throughout the holidays, unfortunately. But basically what my goal is for this holiday season is to completely block that out, block out all the negativity, because I can't go into details on who, what, when, how, why. But let's just say there are basically our support system in regards to, family is basically non-existent, and basically everybody is basically quieter than a mouse. I've tried reaching out to people, and nobody has even called or even checked to see how we're doing. So, nobody's checked to see how I was doing, because it's really hard on me, because it's not caused by me directly. it's caused by somebody else directly, and because I'm kind of in the same boat, it's coming down on me. Basically, is basically what I'm trying to explain. So this holiday season, I'm just blocking it out. I want to enjoy holiday season. I'm going to have a Christmas tree right here. There's probably going to be another one somewhere around here. And we're just going to enjoy the Christmas season. And I'm going to be making Christmas seasoned oriented Roblox videos and all this stuff. And so basically that's what my plan is for the holiday season. Now, rest assured, there will still be gaming videos, there will be still Roblox videos, biking vlogs, maybe even. I don't know about biking vlogs because here where I live, winter starts about November. That's when it starts. Winter starts in November. And basically in October is basically when it gets down into like the 60s. But when November hits, that's when the winter weather starts. And the winter weather ends until probably the middle of May. So, yeah. So that's going to be a hard thing as well, is dealing with those with the biking vlogs and all that type of stuff. So yeah, like I said, dash cam, GoPro. There's going to be more gaming videos coming out. I'm trying to get new games. Hopefully I get new games this year so that way I can play them. I'm also even thinking about possibly getting a PS5 because this PlayStation here needs to go. And, I'm basically trying to do the best that I can and really doing the best that I can so that way I can deliver the content for you guys. But guys, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you like this channel and share it with your friends and everything like that. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you guys like, you guys comment, you guys subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video. Peace. Alright, so let me back up this story a little bit. So I was riding my bike in June 2022, and this was when I first started biking in the neighborhood that I live now. And this was back in like May or June. I was on the bike, and as I was riding down the street, there was a cable van who was on the side of the street, right? And as I start coming down, he starts pulling off the side. And he pulls off the side, and I'm right there, and he looks in his mirror at me, sees I'm in his mirror. We make eye contact through his driver's side mirror, and he still continues to pull out. Well, what am I going to do? Sit there, just slam on the brakes and let him go and ride behind him? Or do I honk the horn and make him stop and let me pass? So here's what I did instead. What I did was I just went off to the left of him, and we were both going the same speed, about maybe like 5 or 10 feet up the street, down the hill. And we're going like 5 or 10 feet down the hill. And I'm like, dude, if you hadn't have frickin' pulled out in front of me, this wouldn't have happened. And he deliberately did it because I saw him make eye contact with me in the mirror, and he deliberately did it anyway. And he's like, oh, well, there's this bike. I'm just going to go ahead and just pull out in front of him. Like, oh, I don't care. So what could I have done differently? Well, first of all, I didn't know if that guy lived in the neighborhood. Because here's my thing. I don't want to blow the horn or throw my hands up or whatever at neighbors. Because neighbors are neighbors. You see them every single day. You're out riding or whatever. And some of those neighbors, they tend to hold grudges. And trust me, I've had neighbors do the most stupidest crap right when I'm there, and they don't even know I'm there. Like recently, I think it was last week, I was on the bike and some neighbor was backing out of their driveway, didn't even look out their windows, and they basically backed out in front of me, and I was coming down the hill, and with my bike brakes going out, I just kind of had to go around them off to the left. Now, what could I have done differently? Well, if I could have honked at them and all this other stuff, but the thing about it is they could see me coming. If they just looked out their windows, they could have seen me coming a mile away, but they didn't, because this is why people need to take this seriously. I drive, and I haven't pulled out in front of anybody yet, in regards to something like that. Now, you do have to watch cyclists, because they will sneak up on you. And, I haven't pulled out in front of anybody like that. Because you have to not only look out your back, you got to look out your sides. If they saw me coming, they would have been able to stop in their driveway and wait for me to pass. But they didn't. And I'm not about to go and pull up next to them and say, hey, you almost backed into me. Because you know what they're going to do? There's a 50-50 chance they're going to argue with me and get aggressive. Because people got to prove they're always right. It's exactly how they are. But anyway, yeah, so in regards to the cable guy van, had I honked the horn, he probably would have just flipped me off or gotten aggressive with me. And plus, he could have been a neighbor. I didn't want to start no feuds when I just moved there. You know what I mean? Because trust me, those neighbors, they will remember you. If you get in your road rage incident with your neighbors, they will be an issue with you. Now, just like what happened a couple nights ago, I was in the car, and it was raining, and I was driving. And this lady, who you guys have seen in my biking vlogs, pulls up, coming behind me, and she squeezes in between my car and the curb just to make a right turn, and basically made her own right turn lane. So, you know what I did? I just went and said, hey, go on down. So yeah, so that's basically what's been going on. I mean, if you see me, don't act like an idiot. Stop and let me pass. Or hurry the F up. Don't just sit there and wait. You don't just sit there and look at me in your mirror. You have to yield to all cyclists. You have to check those mirrors, because we do have the right of way, even in the state I live in now. We do have the right of way. You have to yield to us. And, because otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and put you up on YouTube and basically show you. Now, you can't actually see the guy pulling out in front of me, but you can see him. But you can see how I had to swerve off to the left to basically avoid him. But anyway, so I'm going to go